Enchash nanak tushin kakushin, lil ulkan statlim kan uchamilch, Shamach Gwachich Tanina Williams. I'm here today to share with you about our ways, our inklakmin, and the importance of what that is for us to know. You know, when I first heard this word inklakmin, it felt so powerful to me and still does. But I was like, our ways. And, you know, our ways are in our genes. It's in our blood, you know, our DNA. And when I think about inklakmin, what does that mean? What does that look like? What does that feel like? How do we do that? So I'm going to be talking about a few things. But first I want to say a prayer. I call to the great creator of the universe, who created all things and is all-knowing. He is at the beginning and at the end and all in between. He is time. Thank you for bringing us and putting us in this place, great creator, so that we may find you and know you by your creation and all that you give us on this land. Our language, our food, our lodging, all that we know, so that we may have a peaceful, happy, purposeful life. And I have my smudge here, and just be part of the smudge. Take it in. You know, we're not in person, but you can still be part of the practice. This sage was given to me by a good friend who wants to do good work for our people. And she wanted to understand our ways of knowing and being, and what that looks like and feels like in her role for our community. And so at this time, I just want to take it into my heart so that I may speak good words to you today. Thank you, great creator, and be with us at this time. What does it look like to be in our community? What does that feel like? The last time I was really in community was, I can't remember, I think it was for when the chiefs were getting inaugurated. And, you know, they put all the chairs up so that the elders can, you know, sit in the circle and in the front. And I brought my dad with me, so I sat beside him, you know. And we're sitting there, we're eating Indian tacos and having a good time. And, you know, we start singing. Oh, it's so beautiful, because our elders are there, you know, and their grandchildren and their children. And you see our dancers there and our hand drummers, you know, doing the good work of sharing with us their stories in their dances. And we, you know, we're singing songs, and the kids are going out and dancing, and they get tired, you know, they can't make it through the whole song. And then they come back, and when the song's done, they come back to sit down, and then the bear song starts, and then they're like, we gotta go, and you know, their grandma's like, oh, no, you'll get tired, I will get tired. And they're like pulling on their grandmothers, and so they go out and they're dancing, you know, moving back and forth, and this young mom has her baby on her tummy, and she's, in this sling, and she's dancing. And then you see, our women dancing, and our elder men dancing, and our young men dancing, and, just all the age groups dancing together. And everybody is telling their story in the dance. But they're also very aware of each other and where each other are in space and in time. And that's beautiful and powerful, how we all work together in this circle, moving in this circle and dancing. And then you see the grandbabies getting tired. Then the grandmothers are carrying their grandbabies, but they want to be out on the dance floor. And it filled my heart. And it feels so good. And I videoed that whole dance because it just brought so much happiness to me. And I shared it on YouTube, and I love watching it, especially at this time, right, in the world when we haven't been able to gather that much. So that's what I think about community. And then I think about our berry picking song, Wishkwi Mashkalula. Let's all go to Shkalula. Wishkwi Mashkalula. I just imagine somebody saying that, going through the village, Wishkwi Mashkalula. Wishkwi Mashkalula. And Klakusha Mecho. And then Wishkwe Mashkalula, let's go pick berries, and they all go, and it's fun. They're working hard, but they're having fun while they're doing it, and they're picking berries, and it's, they're working together. Work is meant to be fun. Work is meant to give us purpose and meaning, and all that we do. And I just imagine, a long time ago, the women would have their berry picking straps on their head like this, and then tossing their berries over their head, or slung over their shoulder, or on the ground, picking them. And I just think about how beautiful that must look, So I'm going to sing the berry picking song. Let's see, where's my rattle? You think? I knew I was going to sing this song, yet I wasn't prepared. Wishkwi Meshkalula and Klakusha Mechal Enaha, enaha, Wishkwi Meshkalula, and Klakusham, Sechoza, enaha, enaha, woo, okay. I love saying that part after a song. It seems to be able to, when I say it, seems to be able to help me catch my breath. I want to share with you the 6 principles of Lilwat learning. There's Kamuhkaha, acknowledging the felt energy indicating group attunement and the emergence of a common group purpose. Individuals feel safe and free to express their views. This is one of our ways, right? It's important that we be able to do this. Kamuhkaha. Kech. Each person being responsible for their own learning and the learning of others, always seeking learning opportunities, fitting oneself into a working group, freely offering one's expertise when appropriate, gifts to the group. I love that. Gifts to the group effort. This is important, that we offer our knowledge, that we share it, that we willingly do that, and that we walk in this way. Kakitla, seeking space of stillness and quietness amidst our busyness and quiet quest for knowledge. Stop and listen deeply. Whew, that's a really tough one for me. Seeking spaces of stillness and quietness. I'm just now really learning what that looks like and feels like for me. That means turning off my devices and just enjoy sitting and being quiet and sitting with my own thoughts. It's very beautiful for me. At-Ha'ul, valuing our own expertise and considering how it helps the entire community beyond ourselves. To teach oneself, to prepare oneself for listening and learning. One of the things is valuing ourselves and valuing what's in here and valuing all of what that means. Really caring about yourself and knowing it's valuable. That's something I'm really learning still. Huelep, recognizing the need to sometimes be in a place of dissonance and uncertainty. Heightened awareness so as to be open to new learning. Being in a place of dissonance. What does that mean? It's surprising how much we actually, as Indigenous people, live in this place. And we forget to honor it. This place of uncertainty. And having that heightened awareness. And then that willingness to learn new things. Or even just the willingness to learn. That's our way. Willingness to learn. Because when you're growing up, there's so many things that are new learning all the time. But even when you're old, you can still learn. I feel like I'm old and I'm still learning. Amhaka, encouraging each of us to do the best we can at each task given to us. This is very important. Being an encouragement to each other, lifting each other up, encouraging each other to shine. Being okay with having the spotlight of pride on you. When people love you and what you're doing and they want to say good things about you, we need to let it in. And we need to give it back. Those are important. These are parts of Enclacman, these principles. We have many, many principles, but these are the ones we'll focus on in our school. So this is what we talk about in our Enclacman. Our community, our spirit, our spirituality, our land, our language, and ourselves. Thank you for being here today. And today we focused on community.